All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else? And today's video, we are going to talk about the Warden changes as they pertain to PvP for Update 35. Now, I have not done all the classes. I want to apologize in advance, guys. We're getting to the end of the line here. PC comes out tomorrow. I will not be able to do all of the classes with all of the changes. Sorry. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. And yeah, I can't get it done. Hopefully you are okay with that. Be kind. If you're going to stone me, please don't hit me in the face. So yeah, we're going to dive into the Warden changes and I'll provide my thoughts for you guys and all those other sorts of fun things. So first of all, one of the bigger passive changes was Advanced Species. Increases your armor penetration by 990 for each animal companion ability slotted. It used to be percentage. I want to say it was 2% per. I could be wrong there. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to turn out, but it's always been in my belief that, at least in PvP, penetration is king. We all like penetration in PvP, so I thought this is a pretty nice buff overall. But, you know, it's been relayed to me that for PvE, it's not nearly as good, which I totally understand. So yeah, I don't know the exact numbers, but that is a change that's worth looking at and worth comparing. Another change that happened is Arctic Blast. Arctic Blast now scales off your max stats, and so now we have a decent burst heal. It also, the winds persist for 20 seconds and chill your foes to the bone, stunning them immediately for 3 seconds upon activation and dealing 1828 frost damage. So this skill is now a burst heal that is an instant CC that is also a dot. It's really good. It's not the best burst heal in the game. It's been relayed to me by other people that this is not the best burst heal. It's not nearly as in line with the other things, but there are some interesting things here. This coinciding as a burst heal that's also a CC. I've talked about this in the past. The ability for this to CC now on activation when you have to heal, and it also is going to CC people, that's one cooldown that other classes would need 2 to survive. So if hypothetically if I was in a Nightblade and I was running Mass Hysteria, if I'm using Turn Evil, if I wanted to heal and then use a CC to get everybody off me, that's 2 global cooldowns, that's 2 seconds. This operates as the same thing. And so although the heal's not as good, you have other hots. I think Trellis is fantastic, by the way, to supplement some of that loss, but the survival you're going to get, in my opinion, with Arctic Blast is very, very good. On top of that, I mean, it's a damage over time effect. It's not a great one. I'm not trying to claim that it is or anything, but I really think that this skill is actually in a much better spot. I mean, and we could talk about increasing the burst heal up a little bit, but it's got its own unique thing. The ability to CC people off you while you're using this is going to be incredibly powerful. So, yeah, I don't want to go too much into it because yeah, we have some other things to talk about, but yeah, it's a good change. I'm not saying it's the best change, but it's definitely a good one. Bird of Prey. If we go to, sorry, not Bird of Prey. If you change to Falcon Swiftness, which I do not have on here, Falcon Swiftness allows you to have snare removal. So this is the other morph. I was testing something, but this is your wings, allows you to fly around. It also gives you snare removal now in this next patch, allowing you to double dip to where you don't have to run. You can free up another skill on your bar. The one thing that I've noticed with Warden on the few times that I have played it in general, in more recent history, is that oftentimes you're stuck stacking so many heals on your bar trying to survive. Just doing a couple of these things, just having Arctic Blast able to heal you and CC other people, this give you Major Expedition and Snare Removal, are 2 very nice buffs. They're very nice quality of life buffs. It allows you to free up other skills in your bar to do other things and fit other things. And so I do think that is another good change as well. Now, the most controversial one is Deep Fissure. Deep Fissure got a huge change. I'll provide a screenshot of what it is, but at 3 seconds, it does less damage than what it currently does on live. And after 9 seconds, it does more damage than what it currently does on live. Also, Deep Fissure substitutes as major and minor breach, and so it reduces your enemy's physical and spell resistance by 59.48 and 29.74 for 10 seconds. So this skill also supplements supplements the need to run Pierce Armor on your bard, supplements the need to run Elemental Drain, run Caltrop, stuff like that. So you can fit other things on your bard by running this, because not only does it give you solid tooltip damage, it also provides both double penetrations, and so that is also quite nice. And so when you're looking at this, as far as Deep Fissure goes, and the other morph is dead. I'm not even going to try to remember what the morph is. It's just not nearly as good. It doesn't hit as hard. It's not buffed by Warden passives. This morph is by far the best, and it's the magicka morph. And so when you're looking at this, a lot of people are going to be annoyed because you're getting pigeonholed into running the magicka morph, and hybridization was supposed to bring build diversity, and this is another one of those instances where that is not the case. This is not providing more build diversity. This is providing less. And I don't know what the deal is with what's going on, but it seems ZeniMax is very, very scared of Wardens. I don't know who it is out there that is absolutely bodying the developers on a Warden, but you're to blame, and I'm just the messenger, guys. Like, I'm not the guy. I'm not good at Warden. So I don't know who it is that's bodying the developers with Warden, but they are very, very scared of the amount of damage that Warden has or what it provides, and they are very nervous about giving them something reasonable that works like other classes. And so I don't know why that is, but this is not to be slept on. I will say Deep Fissure, although it does take a while, the secondary tick on damage is very nice. It is very, very nice, and it will take some getting used to. I would much rather have this lowered to like 6, 7, 8 seconds to make it more reasonable. But the amount of damage you get is higher than it is in live. If you're wearing sandals, or if you can count to 10, you will be able to line that up with a burst, and you will be able to hit a very nice combination. And yeah, I just think it's one of those things where once you figure it out, you'll be okay. And so it's just going to be one of those things that's going to take some time. It's going to take some getting used to. The sneaky hidden aspect of allowing this to delay for 9 seconds is it's easier to run on a stamina spec. Because you're not casting it nearly as much, you can run this on a stamina spec because you don't have other forms of magicka sustain to worry about. And so one of the issues when I run my Stamcrow and Warden are very similar, but one of the issues that I have with Stamcrow is I can't use the magicka blast bones with the other skills that I have in my bar. I just have too many magicka based things, and it's just casting it every 3 seconds is a drain on my resources. And although this is annoying, and I wish that this would get adjusted, it does have like a semi-hidden benefit of being really easy to use on your magicka pool. And so Warden still has good damage. This is still, like I said, I'll provide a screenshot. Unified Gaming sent this to me. He did some testing, and so I'll provide a link in the description to Unified Gaming's channel. But yeah, he did some testing on the tooltips for everything, and you see that Deep Fissure is still, the secondary hit is still more than what it currently is live. And so you will still do more damage with it. And a lot of the quality of life things got changed. Like I said, Falcon Swiftness is a very nice change. Having Arctic Blast scale off of your max stats and weapon and spell damage is a nice change. Allowing it to be a CC is also a nice change. I still think it's going to be a little clunky. And like when you look at like the Cadillac of classes, Templar and DK, I would have preferred to not see any adjustments to them at all from a damage dealing perspective. I would have liked to see other classes brought up to them, because it's more fun when you can kill every single class in the game with a spec. And so hopefully in the future we get more adjustments like that. Like we look at what DK and what Templar were during High Isle, and we aspire to have all classes have their unique ability to do that in PvP, because PvP is player versus player. Your goal is to kill other people, and yeah, every class should have those capabilities because that's what you're in PvP for. And so, yeah, that's the end of this video. Obviously, there are other changes. There are changes to what's the name of it? I don't even remember. There's changes to cutting dive, and honestly, I mean, cutting dive is interesting because it now boosts your weapon and spell damage by like what 300 or whatever the other morph is. I can't remember. Regardless, this skill is so clunky, probably won't use it. In the same vein as like Nightblade's Ambush, it has a bunch of stuff on it. It's really nice, but I'm not going to use the skill because the skill doesn't function very well. I feel the same way about cutting dive. Like cutting dive it's nice, you know, it's more functional. It's definitely some improvements, but until fundamentally they change how it feels when you use it, I probably won't use it. And so I'd rather you be, you know, a D-swing Chad than a cutting dive Chad. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I wouldn't take my preferences on Warden too highly because, yeah, this is the class I play the least, and it's the class, therefore, that I am the worst at. Like, even when Warden was really good, I was not very good at Warden. But but I do play it, and yeah, that's my opinion on it. I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. Please provide in the section below. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.